Hey guys, this is Ellie with your weekly forecast for the 10th of September for all the signs. Now, if you'd like a private reading with me or hypnosis to facilitate permanent change, do use the link below. So this week there is we're coming on a new moon where there is a no-nonsense fresh start, a new beginning. That there has been some sort of discrimination or some sort of enlightenment of, people saying one thing and doing another, or something's been highlighted by about if there's been undermining, or if there has been someone trying to sway your mind, or if there has been a lack of direction in your career or in the way that you look after your body. Now you're going to put this new cycle into place. So somewhere into the beginning, or between the week, you are going to decide, you are going to set that new cycle forward. And this is coming on the back of having this revelation on where there's been an inconsistency, where there has been critical thinking employed to be able to come up with this fresh start. Now, in your finances, you might find that you've got a rude awakening that your resources weren't as stable as what you thought they were, that there's a sudden bank fee or there's a sudden fee involved, which gives you that critical thinking of, from now on I'm going to set a new budget, I'm going to do things differently, I'm going to have things written down, very Virgo behavior of, routine, structures, strategy, no nonsense behavior, critical thinking. This is about frivolity as well. We want to be frugal. This is a major arcana card, so we're also looking at bosses, okay? So, if there has been an issue where your work-life balance is interfering with your work, or that your family in some certain way, in a social way, is interfering or reflecting on your status at work, or if you've turned up to work drunk or in some sort of addiction, and now there's been critical thinking, like things absolutely must change, or you've been given that warning, things are going to have to change there. This is also about you've made this decision, someone been undermining you at work. Have you been doing that to your boss? Where is this relationship at work with either you, your boss, or with your co-worker? Maybe wishy-washy, indecisive behavior, or I'm going to say I'm going to do this but I actually do the other, or they to you. So this is about abuse. This is about overspending, overindulging. So you might get this idea, whether it be a behavioral way at work with you and your co-workers, or this is about your financial finances yourself, or with your boss. Somewhere there has been someone's called it like it is, and so now the revelation is that if there's been spending, I've spent too much, now I have to put this into place from now on. If this is about behavior between the boss and the co-workers, well, now we have to put this into play now, because this is a new routine, a new beginning, a new fresh start from critical thinking. At home, you do have the Page of Cups. Now, this is, again, we're going to flow down with the financial thing. We've had this enlightenment on, maybe for you it's not just your finances, but it's about, home. Has someone at the home been undermining you? Has everyone been responsible with their finances? Is everyone doing their bit about their house? Where's this undermining going on? Is this from siblings, from family members sticking their nose in and undermining you, between you and your partner, or you and your children? If there's been any deceptive behavior there in that way. So, this is new, fresh energy. This is new cycles. This is a very positive and wonderful cycle for you. This is the Page of Cups. So, there's luxury involved as well. So, if there's been an issue with, insurance, inheritances, or you've been waiting for a rebate, something's been held back, you'll find that this week that this starts to flow forward. Also, the revelations to do with the finances as well. You are putting in a budget, you are putting in something strict so that the money is flowing, and you'll find that you've got more options. So if this is about, okay, well, we had to throw a flatmate out, or, someone's been undermining someone, so this could be a family member, or that this is, there was a hidden hidden fine print in a contract with my landlord or with the bank or with the utility. Something was deceptive there, and now we've seen it, we've gotten rid of it, and now we're going to be saving money. There's going to be new energy, there's a better flow, and there's more options there for you. In the stage of health, we do have the Page of Pentacles. Now, this is about, a lack of boundaries to do with how you look after yourself, self-deceptive behavior. This is about self-delusional behavior as well. And there's going to be some enlightenment this week, which makes you go, okay, no nonsense, let's get this on order. For some of you, this is, okay, right, that's it. I'm putting the money down. I'm going to go and take this trip, or I'm going to, even if it's, statewide or countrywide, I'm booking that trip, I'm on my way. For others, this is, I'm outlaying money for me because I'm worth it. So something's happened where I've decided that on this new moon, on this new energy, it's all about me, and I've decided that I'm going to no longer delude myself. I'm no longer going to get in my way. I'm going to put the money out there for addictions, for unhealthy eating, for what I'm doing to my body, any habits that I have, any fears, phobias, anything that is being caused. I can put money into this because I'm going to fix it, because I've decided that right now that is where I'm looking at. I've had this enlightenment, and now that's where I'm going to put my money. In love, you do have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is saying that there is going to be a passionate, this is a passionate week with you and your partner. This is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. This is about, our resources, our values, our systems, being a couple, and where this conversation about that has a clearing and a new fresh start. This is also about our relationships, and where has there been hidden agendas undermining the defines of the relationship? Has there been deception? Has there been omission? Have those boundaries, were they as ingrained as you thought, or were they very, very fine? So was that boundaries, was that conversation had? So something this week, you either way, you're either committing to this, because now we've highlighted this issue, which has actually made it a conversation. So, now that we're both on the same page now, because we can see that this needs a conversation, then, we are now putting those boundaries into play properly. Now, if it's the other end of the coin, this is, something's been deceptive. Someone said one thing and did the other. They said one thing to my face and then another behind me. There is no commitment here. This has been shown that there isn't there. So, we're going to have to decide, which way we're going to go. Those on long term. This is about family. We're having a family occasion where we're celebrating, and it's about the father. So whether it's the father's birthday, and or your partner is about to become a father, that kind of thing. So there is a family celebration. And the males in the life, there is a celebration there. And for others, this is, okay, we're on to the next level here. We're moving on now into another level. So your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels is... Yeah, Patience is saying this is a time for you to gather information and to synthesize that knowledge. So if you are having this new fresh start, if you are, taking that trip, so you've put the deposit down, so you're going to look into how this new fresh start is going to work for you so it can be the most effective. Because what you implement this week is going to be something that you can carry on for a long time or a lifetime. Zana says, what this issue was at home, perhaps this has been making things really uncomfortable for the last 3 to 4 months, and now the pennies dropped. Now you've had this illumination. Now the pennies dropped. You can actually see where this was coming from. So now you actually feel safer. You feel more stable. You feel like the energy around the home is going to be a lot better. So there's a lot more loving, because you couldn't put your finger on it, but there was just something going on. So that's the undermining. That's the responsibility. That's the things aren't quite right here. So you'll find that from this decision, you'll find that the love is now there. You also have Rochelle, which is about the decision that you're going to make here is going to follow your heart, because that's going to take you to the quickest way possible for prosperity and for love and happiness. So whatever your decision is, don't let anybody bully you or sway you. Your instinct's right on this one. So go with that instinct and you'll find that you'll be very happy with the results. So be kind to you and those you love, and I shall see you next week.